Antonio Banderas' marriage to Melanie Griffith was one of the strongest in Hollywood, but then they ended up like many others. Today, after his successful role in Pedro Almodovar's autobiographical movie, there have been rumors that Antonio Banderas may tie the knot again. It's Jason, and I'm going to tell you how Antonio Banderas' injury changed the path of his career. After the successful premiere of Pain and Glory, a movie about the life of Pedro Almodovar, Antonio Banderas received a Palme d'Or for Best Actor at this year's Cannes Festival for his portrayal of Salvador, an alter ego of Almodovar. Antonio said during an interview that recording the movie was so emotional that not even the director was able to stay on set during some of the scenes because of the heavy load of emotions that was in the air during recording. The truth is that the friendship between these two successful Spaniards has been there since they met 59 years ago. Antonio Banderas was born in Malaga, Spain in 1960. He was raised in a modest family. His father was a police officer and his mother a high school teacher. From an early age, Antonio loved soccer. His passion for that sport was so big that he even debuted in the second league soccer club in Malaga. Unfortunately, he got a foot injury, and that stopped him from becoming a professional soccer player. But everything in life happens for a reason. Because of the foot injury, Antonio enrolled in the School of Dramatic Arts in Malaga, where he studied acting, and it turned out to be his new passion. The 19-year-old Antonio moved to Madrid, where he joined the National Theatre and appeared in a few plays. This is where Pedro Almodovar was fascinated with the talent of the young Banderas. So in 1982, he cast him in the lead role in his movie Labyrinth of Passion. Antonio's big debut in Hollywood took place in 1992 when Banderas appeared in the movie The Mambo Kings. Did you know that the actor didn't speak English, so he had to learn his dialogue in a phonetic way, and many times he had no idea what he was saying? But talent had nothing to do with the language the actor spoke, and it was his acting skill that gave him the opportunity to share the screen with Hollywood movie giants. One of them was Tom Hanks, with whom Antonio played in Philadelphia when he starred as a young man with AIDS. And he also worked with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt on the adaptation of Anne Rice's novel Interview with the Vampire, where he played Armand. And perhaps his most known role was The Mask of Zorro in 1998. I couldn't forget that he gave his voice to the tender Puss in Boots from Shrek. But what would this video be without mentioning the love life of one of the most handsome men in the world? Well, Antonio was married to the actress Ana Leza from 1988 to 1996. However, a year before they separated in 1995, the actor played with Melanie Griffith in the movie Too Much, and this is when they fell in love. The couple decided to get married in May 1996. And in September of that same year, Antonio and Melanie's daughter, Stella del Carmen, was born. For 18 years, Antonio and Melanie stayed in one of Hollywood's longest and most solid marriages. I guess they were sure that they were soulmates because Melanie tattooed a heart with the name of her husband on her arm. But in June 2014, after almost 20 years together, the news spread that the two separated. There were rumors that Banderas had an affair with Sharon Stone, but it seems that was just gossip. Today, Antonio is dating Nicole Kimpel. The couple often attends countless events, and apparently there have even been speculations about a possible wedding. Did you know that Antonio Banderas is not only an actor but also a director, and he also owns his own fragrance? Have you already seen the movie Pain and Glory, or are you going to watch it? Do you think Antonio Banderas will marry his new girlfriend? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with Curiosips. See you.